morning. I am Dr. Faith Brebner, Deputy Chief Secretary and Secretary for Health, Wellness and Social Protection. So we are here at the orientation for the TRHA internship. This is the third year we're having this internship, and it really is an opportunity for young people to see the inner workings of the healthcare sector. And the inner workings of the healthcare sector would allow them to determine their career paths, and it's really just an opportunity for them to understand how healthcare really works and to see how they can be a part of that future.
Hi, I'm Jaylene Jennings Henry, former TRHA intern 2024. My experience with the TRHA internship program has been wonderful. I have gained a lot of experience, met new people. I did not go into the position that I wanted to go into, but the position that they placed me gave me an immense amount of opportunities. I met new people. I worked really hard. I was outstanding, and I was given more opportunities to the future and gained some new contacts. Absolutely. I would recommend this program because you will, as I said, you would gain more opportunities. You would meet new people. It has certain parts in life that may be dull to you, things that have not been brought to your attention as a young adult, that they would enlighten you on, not just in the workspace, but in life itself, in finance, in house building, in getting a car. All of these things, business, would help you as a young person going into the work world and as an adult.
My name is Jabari Darlington, and I am a past TRHA 2024 intern. No, I would not recommend it for the hospital alone because I am someone who does not plan to get into the medical field after I finish my studies. And seeing as the internship was all inclusive, I don't think it should just be limited to the hospital alone, but the office area is important as well in day-to-day activities, even within the hospital.
Hi, my name is Janae Nicholas, and I'm a part of the 2025 TRHA Summer Internship Program. For this program, I came into it anticipating to have a good hands-on experience in the healthcare sector. Specifically, I would love to learn more about the back-end things that helps the entire healthcare system to work, namely in biomedical engineering, how the equipment is maintained and repaired, and all the other paperwork and everything else that goes into it.
My name is Ellis Joel. I am a first-time participant in the TRHA Summer Intern Programship. My expectations from this program is to, one, develop my leadership skills and proceed forward in becoming a better leader, exploring and getting hands-on development in the area of engineering, as well as expanding my knowledge to see where in the healthcare industry can I continue and improve and bring my knowledge as an electrical engineer in the biomedical area to develop healthcare and even other parts of society around the world.
My name is Dana Baker, and I'm a first-time participant of the TRHA Summer Internship Program. Well, what I expect from this program is to gain a better understanding on the work world and to understand how the health system works. I am an aspiring psychologist, and I believe that this program can be very beneficial to me so that I can gain more knowledge. For future participants, I hope that they are able to as well gain this knowledge, and I hope that this program can continue so that it can better our community and better the lives of all the youths.
My name is Giselle Gittins-Peters. I am the Vice Chairperson for the Tobago Regional Health Authority's Internship Committee. So the truth is the TRHA would have started this internship program years ago, but then COVID came and voila, here we are. So the 2023 installment of the internship would have seen the reintroduction of the internship here at the Tobago Regional Health Authority. And the idea is to expose as many young Tobagonian students to what the healthcare industry has to offer. It is a dynamic ecosystem, and well, COVID would have taught us, listen, we need to do things better. So the internship is really like a gauge into preparing our young people into the world of work, into the entry into healthcare. And even if it is they don't come back to the healthcare industry itself, the skills that they would have been taught, the experiences, the networking, it would set them apart as part of the wider world of work. Oh, and that's one of the beautiful things with our program. This is not just for persons who probably have an interest in pharmacy, nursing, medicine. We have students from across the board. We have biomedical engineers, we have teachers, we have psychologists, we have persons who are actually doing what we call the traditional trades. So yes, we are allowing persons from a various cross-section of education to participate in the program. And like you said, it is not just doctors and nurses that make up this ecosystem. We have all these other allied health, and this is one of the ways that we get these persons to come on board to appreciate what it is we are trying to do here in Tobago.
I am Assemblyman Megan Morrison, area representative for the electoral district of Mount St. George Goodwood, and the Assistant Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection. This summer internship is a way to bring much needed resources to the health institution. Initially, this program started, I think, with 50 participants. I think that number has increased. So already we have expanded the program. And as the need arises, I see the program going from strength to strength as the need becomes necessary.
moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
To the morning show here on Tobago. Outside, yes, we are at La Vida Resort this morning, and we're having a wonderful, wonderful time. It is Friday, the 18th day of July, 2025. And as I said, we're on the outside this morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I am Adana Kumbi, and of course, Akinlabi is here with me, and we'll be going through conversations this morning, you know, outside conversations, relaxing conversations as we head on into the weekend. And of course, it's always a pleasure that you can join us. In fact, we're so happy that you've decided that it's a good place to be this morning, to be on Tobago Updates Television this morning, going through the conversations and the programming with us. But before we get into all the juicy talks and all the conversations we're going to have here this morning, we head on over to the news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Adana. Good morning. I am Akinlabi Holder, and here's what's making your news in 90 seconds for July 18th, 2025. Yesterday, the Tobago Regional Health Authority commissioned a brand new CT scanner at the Scarborough General Hospital, marking a significant step forward in the delivery of healthcare services on the island. This installation represents a $6 million investment in medical technology aimed at enhancing both diagnostic capabilities and patient outcome. The new CT scanner will enable patients to undergo detailed imaging procedures more efficiently and comfortably. The scanner provides high-resolution images that are essential for diagnosing a wide range of medical conditions, including strokes, cancers, internal injuries, and organ diseases. Speaking at the ceremony was the Secretary of the Division of Health, Wellness and Safety, who said the equipment will be used at the institutions free of charge. However, it also opens the avenue for a fee for service to persons seeking to purchase the service. The TRHA further expressed its commitment to continually upgrading its medical technology and facilities to meet the growing needs of the population. Up next, police officers attached to the Charlottesville Police Station are currently engaged in inquiries surrounding the alleged theft of TSTT cables by scrap iron dealers from the Flagstaff area. On Thursday morning at around 6:45 a.m., officers received information that led them to the area. Upon arrival, they observed two vehicles, both driven by men from Trinidad, who reportedly identified themselves as scrap iron dealers. Both vehicles were searched and subsequently revealed a quantity of black TSTT cables. The vehicles were intercepted and the two suspects were taken into police custody. Investigations are continuing. And finally, in some tragic news, a Sangre Grande family has been plunged into mourning after the body of missing 22-year-old Candice Honoré was found dismembered, wrapped in plastic, and stuffed into a suitcase. Honoré, who has been missing since July 1st, was found by the Hunters Search and Rescue Team on Thursday evening in a shallow pond on South Oropouche Road. Investigators believe she was murdered the same day she went missing. Police are now on the hunt for a close male relative in connection to the gruesome murder. The young woman's death has sparked nationwide outrage, with many calling for more protection for women in domestic violence circumstances. Investigations are continuing. And this is your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Akinlabi, for our news there in 90 seconds. And of course, a sad state. Your last news story there talking about the incident of the young woman in Sangre Grande.
Yes.
You know, and it leads me now to the fact that we are in an SOE again.
Once again, yes.
I know
unfortunately.
last year we were in an SOE. Was it last year? And we came out somewhere just
No, it was earlier
year
this
before.
year. It was earlier this year we were in an SOE. I think it was January into February. Around that same time, that's when Dr. Rowley would have announced his retirement and all of that. It ended, I think, in early April, and we're back at it again.
I think that SOE was before that, but okay, I'll go with your memory. But we're back, we're in an SOE again, and I'm wondering, what is it in as much as there are issues and situations that we have to deal with here in Trinidad and Tobago? What does it say for us on an international scale? What does it say for people on the onlookers, people on the outside who are looking at Trinidad and Tobago, looking at us as tourist destinations, to conduct business with us, foreign direct investment? What is it saying for us? And it will always go back to the point that we have a personal responsibility. And what we are doing, the reason for this SOE, I'm understanding, is in relation to gang relations, gang situations, right?
There's an increase in gang coordinating between persons inside in prisons and persons on the outside, and the police believe that there's going to be some sort of escalation of violence in the country, so they're trying to be preemptive concerning that. But like you said, when you constantly have to go into states of emergencies, it raises questions about the stability of the country.
And I'm wondering if we can, I'm not sure what the policies are, but I'm wondering if we can still do state of emergency operations without openly declaring a state of emergency. Is that legal? Is that lawful?
That I'm not aware of, but I know that in Jamaica some years ago, they were constantly under states of emergencies. And I don't know if the state of emergencies would have helped, but right now Jamaica is enjoying a significant reduction in the murder rate and the gang violence and that kind of thing. So I don't know if the authorities need the state of emergency. They probably need the state of emergency in order to properly deal with some foundational issues that is causing the gang violence to erupt.
Yeah, we really need to look at the wider picture and to see what policies we could put in place, how we can manage. And I mean, I know the administration is new, and going back to the state of emergency we came out of, we actually entered that state of emergency on December 30th, 2023, and we came out of it in 2024,
Yes.
And we came out of it just before, I think, election time.
Right, just before Easter around there.
It went on for about 3 or so months.
Yes.
But the administration we have now is new, and the situation is still the same. I mean, they came into office with a situation, and they've seen a trend, an escalation in something, and adopting something that is already set up in legislature that you can't have an SOE.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember the length of time you can have an SOE for continuously, because I remember that was a concern the last SOE we had, when we had to extend beyond the initial 30 days, right? And so I'm wondering how long this will be. What are the things that are going to be put in place in terms of what are the strategies? And as much as I know, you can't really tell all of your plans, all of your strategies, the things that you are going to implement. But because you have announced a state of emergency, it is only fair that the public kind of understands what is your plan. Probably not 100%, but these are the things that we are intending to do. The how, okay, you can keep the how to yourself, but we need to know what is the plan, because now you have caused, a state of emergency can cause a sort of a panic. Right? It can cause, I mean, as much as they say there's no curfew at this point in time, and it really is to enhance the law, the enforcement of the law and the abilities, like they did in the last SOE, in terms of agencies coming together to do what they have to do. So I'm hoping that there should be a press conference talking about this a little bit, just to bring some information.
One thing about this administration is that they've shown that this administration has shown that they're not afraid to really take drastic action to adjust a situation, you know?
Yeah, you're quite right about that.
Yeah, they're not afraid to take drastic action to adjust a situation. So they would have no qualms about going into a state of emergency if they think that that is necessary. I know the last administration, former Prime Minister Dr. Rowley he was very resistant. Throughout his entire 10 years in office, he was very resistant to implementing a state of emergency. And his hand was forced coming down to the end of his term. But this administration, they very much, they came into office telling people,
let's grab the bull by the horn.
Yes,
and
let's grab the bull by the horn.
And you know, both approaches, I understand both approaches because for me, my interpretation of his approach is that, you know, you want to kind of maintain, as I was talking before, partnerships with, when you keep having an SOE or you have to have an SOE, then people start looking at you like, where's the stability? Whereas on the other hand, we're like, we need the stability, so we're going to have an SOE. So, you know, it really, I can see both sides, the both approaches there. But, you know, Akinlabi is Friday.
It's Friday.
So let's Friday up the place. We outside.
Fresh.
And the coffee is smelling so good. I must say thank you to La Vida. We are at La Vida Resorts this morning and we're having a wonderful time. It's here on Shervan Road in case you're looking for some place to hang out, some place to dine, some place to stay a few nights. Yeah, this is a good place to be, a really, really good place to be. The water in the background, the waterfall in the background is so calming and soothing and you really want to spend some time here just to relax, kick back, relax and have a wonderful time with family, friends, loved ones, or just an evening after work perhaps to do something. But Akinlabi, we have to celebrate, you know, because we have birthdays to celebrate this morning. So it's time for our birthday shout outs.
Indeed.
So let's see who is celebrating a birthday today on Tobago Updates Television. All right. You must know this guy. Come on, you must know this guy. This is Akeem Anthony.
Very popular.
That's right, very popular in the Tobago space. He's celebrating a birthday today. And we here at Tobago Updates Television, we say happy birthday to you, Akeem. Wonder if you're mixing any drinks today. Somebody might want to pass across and see what's happening. Happy birthday to you. We pray God's blessings upon your life. We know it's a weekend filled with activities, so we're hoping that you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday weekend as well. So happy birthday
Mariah.
to you.
He might carry the celebrations up into Mariah.
You never can tell, you know, so happy birthday to you. And of course, even if we don't have your photographs and you are celebrating, whether it's a birthday, an anniversary, a weekend, just because, of course, we join in the celebration with you. And you can come to La Vida to have that celebration. Why not? But remember to put God first because He is the sole reason why there's even anything for you to celebrate.
Yes.
So Akinlabi, we're on the outside, and we know when we're outside, you know.
We're at La Vida, back at our resort.
I mean, come on.
It's
what
nice.
better place to be on a Friday evening? The weather is cool, it's cooperating with us.
Fresh.
The air is fresh, the coffee is smelling so good, you know, and just the ambience here is really, really lovely. So who are we having conversations with?
So this morning we're going to have conversations with Jarrell Orr, who's the sports coordinator for the Scarborough Secondary School alumni, and they're coming on to talk about Capture the Flag. Yes, you know, Capture the Flag is happening, I believe it's this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's Sunday.
Which is Sunday the 20th, yeah, so it's happening this Sunday coming. So they're coming on to talk about Capture the Flag. You know, that is a long-standing event. There's a lot of excitement in the air about it. It really brings out the various alumni on the island, and persons are really invested in that. So we're going to be talking about that, and then later on, it's Friday, like I said, we're going to have one Marcus Daniel, and he's going to be discussing a number of issues concerning sports in Tobago in his sports segment.
And you know, I want to go back a little bit to Capture the Flag. It has a beautiful history, and not just Tobago. You see teams from Trinidad coming across,
participate
and you know, the banter between schools. It really, it builds a sort of community. And I don't think they only come together just for Capture the Flag, because during the year, these alumni, they come together. In fact, some of them even have charitable projects that they are doing. And, you know, I must commend them for that. So I can't wait to have the conversation this morning with the team there at Capture the Flag. Ladies and gentlemen, we do hope that you could stay with us as we have these conversations this morning. Remember, you can be a part of the conversation too. You can leave your comments on our Facebook live stream and our YouTube channel at Tobago Updates. But in the meantime, we have to go for a short break, sip some coffee, drink some water, pat my nose because it's a little bit warm. So as we do all of that, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
My name is Tina Macmillan, your last year's third place winner and the Miss Photogenic for last year's Miss Heritage Personality Show. And this year, I want to carry you with me for my Tobago Heritage experience. I'll be hosting With Tobago Updates, bringing you live coverage behind the scenes and also their giveaways. Tickets to the heritage events and a 2-night stay to the Mandalina Grand. So you need to stay locked on to Tobago Updates on all their social media platforms, Kina Macmillan on Facebook and originalmedusa.tt on TikTok. My Tobago Heritage experience with Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back, brush back. Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
So I'm going to answer, what is capture the flag? All right.
Now, Capture the Flag is important because it is the most highly anticipated event on the Tobago sporting calendar.
We are actually celebrating 10 years this year.
Call it brave, don't call it luck. Yeah. One aim of the riches, I'm a target talk.
I see big things or greater things happening for the Capture the Flag event.
You have to look at it from many sides. It's one of community tourism, it's one of sports tourism. Also is something that can help on a bigger scale, in the small scale of crime reduction.
Help each other with different tasks, and I would say although it's not seamless, but we still end up executing and getting it done. Morning show. We are at La Vida by Kadua Resorts. Yes, we're outside, and we have in studio, well, not in studio, but we have on set here with us Mr. Gerald, who is the sports coordinator for the Scarborough Secondary School Alumni Association, and he's here to talk about Capture the Flag 2025. Yes, good morning and welcome, sir.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
So tell us, Capture the Flag 2025. When is it? Where is it? Give us the details.
All right, well, this year Capture the Flag represents 10 years of Capture the Flag, so it's a momentous moment for us at Capture the Flag for longevity. This year we're back at the Dwight York Stadium on the 20th of July. It starts at 10 a.m. Gates open at 10 a.m. Kickoff starts at 12.
Okay. And I know that Capture the Flag, they have a number of alumni associations and teams coming together to participate in this tournament. Just tell us the teams people can look forward to.
All right, well, this year we have a lot of games on the 20th this time because of the inclement weather. Normally we do have our qualifiers, pre-qualifiers, and because of the inclement weather, we had to shift and use our innovation and have it on the Sunday. So this year, seeing that we didn't get to complete the qualifiers at Roxborough, we incorporated into the finals day. We did have our qualifier, however, in Trinidad, which the St. Augustine Green Machine will represent the Trinidad leg. So this year we have St. Augustine from Trinidad, the qualifiers. We have Boys on the Hill, Blue Valley. We have
Blue Valley?
Blue Valley, which represents Harmons.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's their alumni name.
Right.
We also have Boys on the Hill represents Signal Hill. We have Mount Mary Boys representing Bishops. Also, we have Scarborough Sec. We have Mason Hall. We have Pentecostal Light and Life, Roxborough Secondary. And also we have the defending champs, which would be Goodwood High School. Okay, so you sound as if you have all the schools in Tobago covered. Plus from Trinidad as well. Yes. Okay, and you said it's July the 20th at the Dwight York Stadium. Persons, I know it's not a free event, so persons going to want to know the ticket information, how much it costs, where they can get tickets from. Okay, yes. Well, the uncovered stand, as the ticket stands right now, is $100, and the covered stand is $150. You could get at different outlets. We have Luss Restaurant. We also have 7 Apparel. We have Milford gas station. That is just a few of the outlets. For more information, you can check our Facebook and our Instagram page. That is Scarborough Sec Alumni, or also Capture the Flag Facebook page for more information. Yeah. And I know that every year that the Capture the Flag is in existence, you all try to expand and do something new. And I know for quite a few years now, you all have been having entertainment. I don't know if it's in between the matches or after the entire tournament, but you all seem to have some sort of after party or something like that. Yeah. I don't know if that's the same for this year, and if so, who we can look forward to? One thing our event does is incorporate all different generations. So in the middle of the event, which I call in the middle of the event, we have Sasha will be coming and give us some nice melody, incorporating both, a nice reggae vibes. And at the after party, we incorporate the younger generation, which is a part of all of us in the society. So we will have Saki. I know he's very entertaining, I know personally, so I know he's going to bring a very good vibe to the after party, which also, it'll be a great thing after the competitiveness of the teams that we come together and enjoy each other in a nice after party. Yeah, so I know that Capture the Flag isn't just about the tournaments and the fun and the people coming together and people I haven't seen in long years and that kind of thing. You all have a wider purpose in terms of doing work with the community, doing work with the schools, and also empowering the other alumni associations to also do work with their schools as well.
and in their communities as well. Just speak to us in terms of the plans that the Scarborough Secondary School Alumni Association has for community work or work with the school.
I think that is one thing that we are proud of in our 10th year, that we have done a diverse in terms of philanthropy, in terms of community and also school. We have done grocery giveaway for teachers. We have also given scholarships to different past students. We have even last year did a business drive plan because we know we're trying to push entrepreneurship. What we do as a executive, we sit, we talk to different persons and see what is the best approach for this year, right? So after that consultation, we would decide on which philanthropy we would do in the community. We also encourage other alumni to also do the same and also, raise funds and give back. So that's one thing that the Scarborough alumni is about.
Okay, so just tell the people one last time about Capture the Flag, ticket information, date, ticket locations, price, all them things.
Well, what I would say is come out. It's our 10th year. We want to make it big. Everybody bring out your mommy and then everybody. It's going to be a family affair. It's at the Dwight York Stadium. The gates open at 10. Kickoff starts at 12. It's going to be exciting. We have great matchups. We have I want to say bitter rivalry, but very contentious rivalry, which makes it very fun. The tickets are 100 for the uncovered and 150 for the covered. And yeah, come out and have fun with it. Wear your t-shirts, be creative. I think it's a fun time.
And I know that the different alumni associations have the rhythm section, the vibes, the food, the eats, the drinks.
Yeah, and also that's the other thing too. We would have some of our local vendors on the island. Suffice to nice cuisine and all of that stuff.
You already make it an ecosystem for persons to not only enjoy themselves but have some sort of benefit from it as well.
Yeah, and also market their business
and businesses
so that's
and so forth. So you all have any plans before we go? You all have any plans to do a live stream of any sort?
Well, that's something that we're looking down the road in terms of the logistics. So that also we're trying to expand to the region. Because we also spoke to Barbados about, expanding the Capture the Flag where we can maybe go there or they can come here. So that is some of the plans that we have in place. So yeah, we also looking at the live stream just to work on the technicalities, but it's not something that we write about.
Yeah, because a lot of alumni for the various schools, not just Scarborough Secondary School, but the various schools that will be participating. Some of them don't live here. Some of them, they're in the diaspora. They're in New York, they're in Miami, they're in London, they're in Toronto. They're all over the place. But they really want to connect to what is going on in Tobago. So, that's a good initiative for you all to look into.
Yes, we will.
All right, well, thank you very much for being here with us.
Yes.
And we wish you all the best to capture the flag on July the 20th. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Gerald Orr himself, the sports coordinator for the Scarborough Secondary School Alumni Association. As we discussed, Capture the Flag is on the 20th of July at the Dwight York Stadium. Gates open at 10 a.m. Matches start at midday. Make it a date, carry your whole family, enjoy yourself, support the boys, support the associations. This is a good initiative for Tobago. So we have to go for a break, but when we come back, Marcus Daniel will be on set with us and he will take you through the sports segment. So do us a favor, share the live, share the live, share the live. We will be right back after these messages.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Hello, New York! Are you ready to celebrate the essence of Crusoe land and the culture of Tobago? Well, get ready for Tobago Day in New York City, hosted by the Tobago Empowerment and Alliance Mission, Sunday, August 17, 2025, Nazareth High School Courtyard, 475 East 57th Street, Brooklyn, New York, 12 noon to 8 p.m. We bring the Tobago vibes to the Big Apple. Live music, Tobago food, cultural performances, and family fun. So bring Tanty, Granny, the uncle, invite the whole neighborhood. Just bring everybody and bring your significant other too. Come celebrate Tobago Day in New York City, Sunday, August 17th, Nazareth High School Courtyard. Oh, I forget to tell all you, it's the 10th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 929-327-7857 or check Team's Facebook and Instagram pages, Team Tobago Day.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
I see girls, I see fun, I see winding up in the sun, I see 10 bottle of rum, DJ start the thing, let me jump. Cause I see girls, I see fun, I see winding up in the sun, I see 10 girls to a man, DJ start the thing, let me rum my shit. When my team touch down, everything get wild. Hey, 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 take out your flag and fling it up, take out something and fling it up, fling it up, fling it up high. Hey, 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 start to jump up and fling it up, take out something and fling it up.
The Tobago Heritage Festival 2025. This week has the highly anticipated Folk Fiesta on Tuesday, July 15th at the Shore Park Complex from 3 p.m. We Tambourine Story 2, July 16th at the Hope Community Center. Youth Quake, July 17th at the Shore Park Complex. Courtship Codes, July 18th at the Golden Lane Government Primary School. Tobago Old Time Wedding in Mariah, July 19th. And then we head to Mason Hall on Sunday, July 20th for the games we used to play.
Beaten road,
Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, eh? I want no shake thing in replace.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but the cousin Tufina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put that. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me pick me them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trace Springer down by the page down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trace Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Television, of course. It's Friday. We are talking sports this morning. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We had what's beautiful La Vida. Yes, lovely background. Hoping to get some breakfast after I'm finished here this morning. Of course, all that's happening in sports in Tobago. This morning I have on set with me Mr. Kyle Joseph, the president of the Tobago Athletic Committee and also head coach of Tobago Select. Good morning to you, Kyle.
Yeah, good morning, morning.
Fantastic. And of course, I mean, Kyle been making the news for so many different reasons these days. But I want to start talking to you, Kyle, about, the success that you guys would have had out in Canada with Taj Moses and Michael Parrier. Members of your Tobago Select Club. You guys would have traveled to Canada, participated in a meet and would have done wonderfully well. Tell me more about that.
Well, it's Flying Angels. It's a meet, I think that's maybe close to 17 years and more they've been doing the meet. Why I really took him there, or took there, my athletes there, especially Taj.
Yeah.
I will always say Taj is a 10-year-old and you saw he won the
Tobago 3K, in fact, national 3K.
So I noticed the young man beating under 15s and I was like, you know, we need to go somewhere where it kind of
challenge him,
right? So first what we did, we look at the age groups because I'll always say Trinidad and Tobago have a gap age group. So the saying here is that when he go up in under 11, and when he go up in under 13 and as I in 11, the first year he does lose now. So I notice mentally it affects them. You know, they'll be like, Coach, why was winning last year and how I can't beat this big boy? So we found a meet in Canada where it's under 8, under 9, under 10, under 11, under 12, under 13, under 14, under 15, under 16, youth 18, youth 20, men's. So he was able to stay in his age group and perform well. You know, he even got the meet record.
Yeah.
You know,
what was that record in what age group?
That was the under 12, 800.
800 meters.
Yeah. You know. So that is basically why, you know, for him to travel, I'm begging the entry is to really take the time and develop the kids properly and give them a chance so you could really talent identify. You know, so that's one of the reasons really why, you know, I took him out of his comfort zone to see what he could do, and he came back home with a record. Michael Parrier, he won his 1500 and the 800 as well. But you could see worldwide and all, when you meet at that middle distance age, you know, you start to get less competition, you know. So I wish Tobago could create something where So I always say we come from Africa. You understand? David Rudisha, if you look at David Rudisha and maybe look at some of us, we are the same kind of people. So I think middle distance really in Tobago, if we get a real strong program with all these hills and stuff like that, you know, we could really do something special.
Because, I mean, Sheridan Kirk, Olympian, I think he still has the national record in 800 meters. All right? And then it's good to see that, I mean, you are kind of breathing charge into that kind of distance running in terms of 800 and 1500 and the longer distances. And I've seen him, I've seen his development, me being working with the primary schools. He dominated the primary schools here in Tobago, and then nationally he took the title. So it's good on you as the coach to spot that talent and try to give him that international exposure. I mean, and going there, different climates. I mean, was he timid in any kind of particular way?
Well, you know, Canada is up the north, so his first lap was terrible. It should start burning him. I sabotage once in running range of him, you could catch him. And he just, he was disaccustomed to the conditions. You know, because when we go Canada, everybody say you gotta be cool. Man, I ain't all hiding from the sun. You know, hot, you know, and they had a problem breathing, but sometimes they say I just push my athletes too much or too hard, but sometimes this is the reason why to take them out of the comfort zone, because we could win here, we could win Carifta, but when we go and run against the world, it's a different story.
So you are what? Would you say you are a distance coach in that sense? You coach a distance athletes?
I'm a strength and conditioning coach. So I could do cricket, I could do anything, I could, you know, because 90 minutes is a game. And Taj just play football as well.
Yeah, very good footballer as well.
Yeah, he does dominate and he does play all the games because he's not tired. So once we have a solid base in athletics, or even I just tell the parents, I find your first sport must be athletics. Because even if you had to be a table tennis player, you have to sprint within or even be fast. You know, so we tend to just coach technique and tactical stuff, but where the strength and conditioning and the mental part aspect of the game, we're not there as yet.
Before we jump into TSC's business, right? What's next for Taj? What's next for the Michael Parry and members of your Tobago Select Club?
All right, so I was talking to somebody and I was on a different show speaking, and I want to go to just a notch above, a little next level by trying to keep at least 20 athletes and have them more elite training, that kind of thing, you know, and have younger coaches deal with the development coaches now. But we need to separate elite from developing, and that is the step I head in with Taj. You know, I even have, as you say, Sheridan Cook. 144, I think he ran.
Yes.
I have a little guy named Kyle Alexander Reed. He have ran 153.41. Yeah, but he based in Jamaica.
What age group?
He's under 20.
Under 20.
So he's just a little off the Pan Am juniors record, you know. But
a little more strength and conditioning need to get there.
But I think it's just that time.
Yeah, it's just that time.
Yeah, and I think he will start lowering the times because he went to Jamaica with 158, and in one season he took off 5 seconds, so you can imagine. I just still copy what Sheridan did. He run fast for a very long while, you know, and that's the only way you could do it.
Fantastic. And of course, Kyle, we're talking about athletics this morning, and of course you are the current president of the Tobago Athletic Committee, right? And I mean, within the last week or two, the last 2 weeks, I saw you would have shared a lot of stuff on social media on your page about the state of the status of the Tobago Athletic Committee. And things, I mean, as a sportsman, you don't want to see them things, right? Obviously, we have bodies responsible for different sports and disciplines in Tobago, whether it's Tobago Cricket Association, the Basketball Association, the Football Association, and the Tobago Athletic Committee. Tell me about the current status of the Tobago Athletic Committee.
Well, I'll say we're stagnant. But the reason we're stagnant is because we don't want to get together just to do one simple audit. TSC was wrong for a very long time, over 10 years. Right? And past administration came in, they did it their way. New administration come in. So I just asked us, okay, let's do an audit. You know, let's get everything right. Let me look for all the things that was missing in order to move forward. And people just start resigning from the board, you know, and to be TSC is comprised of the clubs. So if the clubs generally come together to seek their own interests, you know, and keep on saying personal now, I personal or personalities or your personal goal has nothing to do with the development of the kids.
So you mentioned TSC the members are comprised. Members come from clubs within Tobago.
Yeah.
So it can't be an external person, like say you're interested in being a secretary.
No,
you have to be a member of a club.
The constitution says it has to be a member of a club.
Right.
You have to get same thing. You have to get a certain quorum in order to move forward.
Right.
And as I said, it was a long time. Who took president, then shift the secretary to treasurer.
So, within the organization, people move from different positions.
Right. So it got exhausted, and so the new clubs now have had a chance now to represent. You know, but with the new clubs representing new identity, we ask for different stuff. Like like when we get in a rebate, we want the parents to sign X, Y, Z, and I bet it was a bit ticklish for some people that, as I go back to say, in their personal way, they think that maybe TSC targeting them for information, but we can't move on until we have an audit.
So you would have asked for an audit as the president. When did you assume office?
Just after COVID.
And what's the term of
2 years?
2 years.
Yeah, and I didn't even get to see the bank account, so I ain't even as a president, but I never even, and in the constitution says the president, they have to go by his aspirations and goals and what he thinks track and field should be, and I didn't even have a chance or 1 cent to even try to do that, to change track and field. You know, and seeing the development of O'Shea Cummins, I also had a hand in helping O'Shea Cummins and she and Taji's training partner. So it's something in the way that maybe are doing right in the development of the kids, and leave personal life out, you know.
So besides you as a president, is there anyone else on the TCA right now?
One person, and that is Mr. Papa B's with the Mr. Papa B's. He's there, so we brought him on, as not really low down, but a member of it. So what we were trying to do is do international sports. So that was our plan, to bring people in. So Mr. Papa B's would have given us discounts on his.
Because he has a bed and breakfast.
He have a bed and breakfast. So that was the idea. We used to keep our meetings there. Me, Mr. Franklin, baby, Mr. Lucas, the guy from Masonal Police Youth Club. We were having meetings, but when it really come down to the accounting for, I think I won't say they got scared, but you know how it does go.
Yeah, but I mean, if it is that you are saying that members or you would have asked for an audit, because if I'm coming in as a president, I would love to know the books to ensure that I can plan my mandate going forward. I mean, but what do you think would have caused the other members, obviously representing different clubs, to not want an audit into the last administration so that the current administration can go forward?
So it was once said that when someone else took over, they open a new bank account.
Right.
New
signatories, not open a new bank account.
Well, that's what I said. It was once said in the past regime, when they took it over, they had to open a new account. So TSC has 2 accounts.
TSC has 2 accounts.
2 accounts. You understand?
Does that sound right to you?
No, it doesn't sound right.
Because I can tell you from my experience, I am a member of an organization called the Tobago Cricket Association, and I've been a member since 15 years. And we have had the same account. That once let's say the president changes, we develop new signatories, because sometimes you put signature, somebody may be a signatory because they live close to town, or they live close to a bank and you might be always available. There's no change in an account, because I mean, you know what it takes to get a new account. So so you are saying that TCA has 2 accounts.
2 accounts.
So is there another TCA?
No, well, it's one TSC, but it has 2 accounts, meaning that the other account couldn't be audited. So when they saw the mess in it, all they do is swap it under the on the thing and move forward. So when I told them I was going and get audit, persons told me go and open a new account. I said no, sir, I don't know about that. I need us to do so. Actually, we have to audit 2 accounts, because we are asking for stuff. We're asking for a clock. Tobago to have his own clock in the grapevine. I heard Tobago had their own clock.
This is the clock for finish line.
Yeah, we just had to borrow from Trinidad and come up and then go back down.
So tell me about that clock.
We doesn't have the own clock, but it was alleged that a clock or monies were spent for a clock. People were.
With the funds of the TSC?
Yes.
This was when?
That was.
I mean, obviously we're saying alleged, right?
Yeah. It was in not this administration, the past, and the first administration, basically, who used to run it, Right. And they're seeing stuff the guy in Trinidad who is teaching it, he said you can come for the certificates. There are people trained to run the clock, but there is no clock. So when we really ask for a clock, you know, we ain't going to get a clock until we get an audit. You know, I spoke to the chief sec and he was like, Kyle, before anything move forward, you have to get an audit. I talked to Joel. Joel said you have to do your books.
Right.
So it's not Kyle Joseph's problem.
Yeah. But how difficult is this to get the books done? As the president, I mean, is it what's your process there? You need to just write a letter to the bank, or you get the auditor come.
Right. So
you have to get access to the bank account.
Yeah, got an accountant. He went straight up time to access the bank account.
Right.
So that is where, if you notice in the letter says, since 2017, the signatories did not change. So when we went to the bank, we realized that one thing for like 5 years. So one person hand over to me saying that he's the treasurer.
Yes.
And I have a treasury report stating that he signed.
Right.
And when we go into the bank, he's not the treasurer. You know, and it's serious business where the children development is concerned. I think we should step aside, put aside personalities, and it's government funding. So I really think somebody should really step in and let me get this thing right.
So both TAC accounts, it have funds there and substantial funds.
No, one was left with funds. I don't know about the next one.
You don't know about it.
But the only reason I knew about the next one is because the administration that I took over from, he said that he had to open a new bank account.
And the funds can't be accessed at this time because we have to have an audit, and I can't get the audit done because you don't know who the signatories are.
Even the signatories are there, and the signatories are not working. I think we asked them to write a letter with TSC name, bam, bam, bam. They sent a letter without TSC head asking to come off of being the signatory. So from my knowledge, the signatories from the past administration, it is still there. They are the ones who really have to come forward and give, or even go back to them and give a proper audit, and then we move forward.
But why aren't they willing to come forward? Because I mean, if it's not their funds and it's something to develop the track and field in Tobago and it's hampering progress, why aren't they coming forward? What's the reason why they keep back from?
Well, if you understand misuse funds, you know how misuse funds with public funds has happened, and it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a serious thing has been hidden for the longest while. I had sleepless nights where they're saying that I crazy and I asking for too much. But when I talk to my aunt and talk to all my accounting friends, you know,
is this a matter for the police, Kyle?
Yeah, the police had to step in, and all are we were colleagues, all are we. So I still giving them a chance to just come forward.
Yeah.
Let me deal with TAC business instead of going public. But what got me why I had to post stuff now is that I took Taj to Canada, he won, and then the whole Tobago contingent was left behind because of miscommunication.
I don't want to start talking about that at all.
Yeah,
and
it is a miscommunication. Why? Because Tobagonians not minding Tobagonians business. Because as I was saying in the interview before, when I had on WhatsApp, TAC was supposed to have a database, of every athlete in Tobago. And if we were functioning as a person, as a group, we would not slip through the cracks because it's coach not talking to coach and information not going, and he find he should go, you know, and Tobago should have been the one to make the decision.
How are the clubs, how are the athletes in Tobago, track and field athletes, benefiting from the funds from the state currently without the TSC support?
No, well, through the Lahan Gordon Fund, I think that is where, but we have now have to go individual. So no group thing and happening for the longest while. You know, I just have to give kudos to Masonal Police Youth Club because he been pushing his sports without the funding of the TSC.
Like Mr. Dexter.
Yeah, Mr. Dexter.
Because I think they recently went to Curacao.
Yeah, and a little young girl again.
Yeah.
She won the 60 meter and the 80 meters or something in her age group and went to Curacao and won a 400.
Yeah, I'm going to get them on next week to talk more about that as well.
Yeah.
But Kyle, I mean, what you are saying here this morning warrants more than just your concern or athletics concern, but Tobago's concern.
Tobago's concern.
We have seen where Tobago athletes, I mean, and you mentioned about the contingent that didn't get to go to knockout games, all being from Tobago.
Yeah.
That says a lot about the talent that we have here in Tobago. And if it is that you are here, and of course on social media and all over talking about this, it means that something has to be done.
Yeah, something has to be done.
And I'm sure that you'll love to have the intervention of the highest body in Tobago, like the THA, for public funding, and of course the police. But I don't want to get to that police matter because, as you mentioned, you guys are friends.
We are colleagues. Everybody have their work. But all we asking for is just let we step forward and help the children. Let we help the children with the funding. You know, I saw an article where they say kids don't have shoes, you know, and we should try to help the kids, you know.
So I mean, as we wrap up, Kyle, I mean, outside of you trying to get the signatories and get into the account, I mean, what's next for the Tobago Athletic Committee?
I still holding on, and I think I am holding on for the right thing. You know, I'm not holding on to bad mind anybody.
You didn't get to serve rightfully.
You know, and for me to be developing in sports on a whole, you know, even I would say I had 5 sheep and I had 200 sheep. So it's something that I doing right. You understand? And I had 2 cows. I had 20-something cows. So it's something, you know, a coach Taj, we won.
Strategic.
We went to capture the flag. I saved it only 2 times company win it. I didn't save it. You understand what I said? So it had to be something that
successful.
So don't look at it personal, you know. Don't look at me, my personal life, or the way how I might speak to you on, you know, that I maybe don't even speak to you based on I disgruntled about something that I think equal rights and justice.
So this is your clarion call for members who probably would have resigned or to all the clubs. Don't study Kyle, and it's probably sometimes you might find Kyle moody. But Kyle is here to serve track and field.
Exactly. And when you say the word moody, and that is the right word, moody, because if I go into an environment that I think is not right, I think I have the right to speak up. So obviously my mood got changed.
But then again, that's why probably they voted you into office. The same colleagues that you said they voted you into office because they believe that you could have done a job.
Exactly, you know, but I think they didn't know I was so hard-handed in doing the right thing because Paulo Burtis Sinclair always told me if you don't do the right thing, you don't have to look back. So I just always try my best because if I don't do the wrong thing and the things that I stand up in life are sure about I'd have been in the prison, you know?
Kyle is always nice chatting. I mean, any final word you want to get out before we go, and hopefully I will get you back again sometime down the road, probably within 2 months, to see if we can really get to the matter.
All I asking is, and we will always say that, give the younger folks a little breathing room to develop, to help.
Yes,
we will hear what you're saying, but give us our time to do. So I just begging, as I always say every time I come on here, put aside differences. That we work together. If you know you have to show up to work, let's work and say, you know, thank you very much, and let me just help the kids and let me come together and who once you do something wrong, you're going to be penalized. and especially in a very small space, you know, you ain't gonna get away. So for the people and them who I wouldn't say fear of moving forward or development, TSC, let me come together and work. You don't have to meet to the police station. You know, you don't have to meet up in the court, you know. But for the athletes are suffering in Tobago financially. You know, we are suffering badly, you know, because the money will come up from Trinidad and we still can't access it.
Kyle, thank you so much for being here this morning. I really hope that you have redress when it comes to getting back your organization and you get the opportunity to serve. Because you said you got in power way before COVID. We are now in 2025.
Just after COVID in 2025.
Right? And I'm really hoping that the body responsible for track and field can get back to its right self, so to speak. And obviously we're going to have you back again just to get an update.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much.
Viewers, we've been chatting with Kyle Joseph, President of the Tobago Athletic Committee, and of course the head coach of the Tobago Select Athletic Club. So many things happening track and field wise in Tobago. I'm really hoping that they can really get back to you know, the once powerful organization they have been. We're going to take a very short break. We're going to come back and talk to some guys representing Books and Wheels. But don't forget, share the live, share the live, share the live.
The Tobago Heritage Festival 2025. This week has the highly anticipated Folk Fiesta on Tuesday, July 15th at the Shore Park Complex from 3 p.m. We Tambrin Story 2, July 16th at the Hope Community Center. Youth Quake, July 17th at the Shore Park Complex. Courtship Codes, July 18th at the Golden Lane Government Primary School. Tobago Old Time Wedding in Mariah, July 19th. And then we head to Mason Hall on Sunday, July 20th for the games we used to play.
My name is Kina Macmillan, your last year's 3rd place winner and the Miss Photogenic for last year's Miss Heritage Personality Show. And this year, I want to carry you with me for my Tobago Heritage experience. I'll be hosting With Tobago Updates, bringing you live coverage behind the scenes and also their giveaways, tickets to the heritage events, and a 2-night stay to the Manzolina Grand. So you need to stay locked on to Tobago Updates on all their social media platforms, Keena Macmillan on Facebook and originalmedusa.tt on TikTok. My Tobago Heritage experience with Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back. Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back. Do something and do something.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Hello, New York. Are you ready to celebrate the essence of Crusoe land and the culture of Tobago? Well, get ready for Tobago Day in New York City, hosted by the Tobago Empowerment and Alliance Mission. Sunday, August 17th, 2025, Nazareth High School Courtyard, 475 East 57th Street, Brooklyn, New York. 12 noon to 8 p.m. We bring the Tobago vibes to the Big Apple. Live music, Tobago food, cultural performances, and family fun. So bring Tanty, Granny, the uncle, invite the whole neighborhood. Just bring everybody and bring your significant other too. Come celebrate Tobago Day in New York City, Sunday, August 17th, Nazareth High School Courtyard. Oh, I forget to tell all you, it's the 10th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 929-327-7857 or check Team's Facebook and Instagram pages, Team Tobago Day.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
1, 2, 3.
Two-seater ride with your bitch. Butterfly O's with a pen. Running through the bands, I'm rich. Everything president teach. I'm on bad hoe. Top down, she got fluid out on the back. Stendo, endo.
Heritage season. Well, I was told that we are under a state of emergency. The extent of it is going to be told around 8:30, I believe. The TTPS, they have a press conference. So guys, you can look forward to that press conference this morning to hear more about the state of emergency. But we are discussing sport nonetheless this morning. Had a really good conversation there with Kyle Joseph out of the TAC. And right now I'm chatting with OJ Richards and Mr. Jared Stewart. We're not talking pan this morning. Yeah. We're talking books and wheels. Good morning to you guys.
Morning.
Fantastic. I mean, last year I had you at was Magdalena. And of course, sharing all the wonderful stuff about books and wheels. And I'm sure persons still not tuned in to what this books and wheels initiative is all about. I mean, you care to share more before we really get into the discussion?
All right, so what Books and Wheels really is, it is a charity event where we merge the giving of the books and the stationaries, kind of merge it into a car show.
Yeah.
So we have the car show segment and we have the books and the giveaways and the games that we play.
Yeah.
It is held on the August 17th. It's a Sunday. We start at 12 sharp.
Right.
So be there. We have a lot of games, a lot of giveaways. Yeah, and so forth.
So why books and wheels?
Well, I could answer that.
Yeah.
This thing actually started off as persons just with the love of cars, myself, Jared Stewart, and a couple of our friends. We have the love of the vehicles, and we came together as a team, being mainly focusing on cars, focusing on drifting, and the awareness of the safer side of doing things. So that's why we used to commute at the stadium, keep it off the streets and things. And coming through that, I think Jared came up with the initiative of, we could give back in some sort of way. And we decided we want to hold a car show, but not the ordinary car show, something to actually that has a difference there, and that some people could benefit from it. So every time we go to the villages, you'll see a child say, "That's my car, that's my car, that's my car." Dave." And that feeling that we get when them kids interacted with these vehicles, I think it started something inside, and we was like, how can we give back to the children, persons that might not be as fortunate. So it is a non-profit organization, fully non-profit. We decide that do collections for books. If anybody wants to donate as well, you do the collection for the books, and on the day of the show we distribute books free of charge. Not just books alone, we school supplies, bags, anything that that we could do to help kids towards their education. So merging that car show aspect as the attraction, but also showing that initiative and that interest in our children.
That's really good, because I mean, Tobagonians very prideful, right? And then to come and receive from others, and especially publicly, they may not want to come, but then to say, right, they car show, they will come. And then, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you guys, you will have it in a particular way where you're not going to try to probably put them in the spotlight, everybody come and they register. Is there a pre-registration, or you come on the day?
No,
how does it work?
It's a chit system.
A chit system.
Yeah, we have the high school packages and we have the primary school packages. As they come to the door, with each child, let's say whether the child is a high school student or is a primary school student, and we give you the chit deservingly. And during the show, we have the part of the show where we do the actual giveaway.
Yeah. So the books are in tune with the current term. How does it work there? Like, let's say this term coming up and someone is going to start free, and I'm a primary school. I have a primary school child, and I get a chit. Do I say which book I want? How does it work?
Well, we don't have the specific, like the textbooks.
Oh, okay.
Like the
stationaries.
And so what we do is basically do the stationaries, but the packages are a little different.
Right.
As you said that, one thing we said we want to initiate this time. Let's say you have a child that went to high school, and he has a bunch of textbooks from standard 3, standard 4, sorry, not standard 4, form 1, form 2, form 3. And you know that these books are still good, and they donate it to us now. Like I said, we have a high school chit, a primary school, so we know now, we see that this person is a high school child, we could probably put that towards the high school section.
So all of this is done on the date. There's no pre-registration. So like if someone is listening to this interview right now, or viewing this interview right now, and they want to get in, be a part of it, they have to show up on the 17th to be a part of it.
Show.
So what was it to know like last year?
So we gave out 380 packages.
Wow.
That's the packages only.
Wow.
During the course of the event, we gave prizes, we gave out drinks, there's free water. So we had a lot of giveaways and prizes. But the packages itself is roughly 380. We're actually going
to try to double
that's wow.
this year.
So that's
because every year we want to see like some level of growth.
Yeah.
So we can't, if we were at 200, we can't come back this year at 200. So we're actually trying to level up every year as we go.
Are you guys surprised by the turnout?
I was about to say that every year you realize the turnout is actually doubling, because the first year we were actually very surprised because like you said, we were just kind of campaigning to get it done. We were like, we want to get it done. You know, you always speak about something, and we actually wanted to get it done. So we're pulling up the venue. Shout out to Shore Park.
Right, complex.
Definitely shout out to Shore Park Complex. They have graciously donated the space for us to use free of charge. But yeah, so we got the space, we got the venue, and we wasn't expecting you know that turnout, because it was kind of last minute, and we saw the massive turnout. It was like, wow. So the following year again, you realize more persons coming, and it's like, this Books and Wheels things is really growing. Every year you're gonna double, and persons actually reaching out to us. We want to come next year, and even leading up to the event. What's going on with Books and Wheels? You know, my child wants to come. How come I missed this one? Because we actually have partners in Trinidad. Car enthusiasts from Trinidad coming up to the event. You know, they just want to show that love for the kids.
Yeah, and what has been the response for this year in terms of persons donating books? Are you getting the books? Stationaries and stuff?
Yeah, well, a couple people have already reached out to donate some stuff. One thing, you know, we like last minute. So for the past year, most of the donations came in at the last hour. So, well, we could try to alleviate that this year by asking persons to bring in their stuff a little earlier.
And where can they bring this stuff?
Well, they could reach out. We have 3 numbers that they could contact. There's 769-2220. They could reach out to that number. There's 398-1605, and then there's my number, 399-4589. You could reach out to any one of those numbers. We also have a spot in Scarborough for the persons up in the Scarborough side, and we have a spot down on the west for persons who want to deliver down.
So once you call, you will be told about the spot.
Yeah, we'll told about the spot and things will be delivered.
What about persons would have gotten last year? They can come back again this year?
Yeah. Last year, the year before, every year you can just keep coming and get your package.
Yeah. You will conduct like background checks on persons, or you just give?
No, we give out to the goodness of our heart. It hasn't reached to the point of, you know, we have to do background checks to make sure that this person is really, you know. But I mean, the Lord will provide for whoever has to get, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, and tell me about the car aspect of it. What can we expect with the car aspect of it?
Well, we know that is the main attraction. So, well, we have the drifting. So what we do is, after the actual fun, after the fun part of it, where we play the games with the children, we do the giveaway, then there's the car segment. So in the car segment, we have a barricaded area to provide the safety. All drivers take all safety precautions, and we put that display on for the kids.
Yeah, and this is all free of charge.
All free of
charge. It's the drifting part of it, but outside of that, there are show cars. There are like main attraction vehicles. So like if you're not into drifting, but you like the nice paint jobs, you like the low cars, we have that section.
Bumper cars and things too.
Yeah, correct.
Fantastic. I mean, I think this is a wonderful initiative. This is what the third year, is it? It's the third year, and it's getting bigger and better every year. I mean, tell me about if you want to mention your support in terms of your members of your team and sponsors and all these different things.
Well, so far we have a 10-member team that is a small team working very assiduously to getting the job done. We want to thank them and for all the hard work that they put in. The sponsors that are on board so far, the sponsors that have been on board, we want to say we thank you. And we look forward to another great event this year. And I just want to say thanks for all the love, because it wouldn't be possible with the people who wouldn't even show up. So I just want to say thanks for all the love that has been pouring out.
Yeah, as well as you really enjoying this right about now, OJ, any final words?
I mean, I feel the rain come down. That's a blessing. So, I mean, that's blessing the show. So come out to Books and Wheels. We don't show any face. You were mentioning about people feeling a certain way. Yes. It's an open space. We want to give back, so don't feel a certain way. Don't hold back your child from coming.
They're going to enjoy it.
It's
very, very shy, but they want to know.
August 17th, come out. Gates open at 1 p.m. Free of charge. So come on, we want to see everybody. We even have a parents race, so even if parents want to come and try their hands. So
guys, Books and Wheels, I think it's a unique initiative. I haven't heard anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago that does something like this. Of course, Tobago always leading the way. Congratulations to you guys and of course your team, because sometimes you just forget about the team in that sense, and you guys are doing a wonderful job in terms of ensuring that persons can get to school and get some support, because this day and age, things very, very hard.
Yes,
And if we can get some support from anybody, it's a wonderful, wonderful initiative. Continue what you guys are doing. I'm looking forward to the 17th of August. Guys, that's it for me this morning. And this drizzle here at Lavina, wonderful, wonderful. Showers of blessings, Adana, yes. All right? Guys, remember we are under a state of emergency, right? Well, press conference at 8:30. We're going to take a short break. When we get back on the other side, we're going to have Adana continuing with Good Morning Tobago. We have Heritage in the house. Don't forget, share the live, share the live, share the live.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
My name is Kina Macmillan, your last year's third place winner and the Miss Photogenic for last year's Miss Heritage Personality Show. And this year, I want to carry you with me for my Tobago Heritage experience. I'll be hosting With Tobago Updates, bringing you live coverage behind the scenes and also their giveaways, tickets to the heritage events, and a 2-night stay to the Manzalina Grand. So you need to stay locked on to Tobago Updates on all their social media platforms, Kina Macmillan on Facebook and originalmedusa.tt on TikTok. My Tobago Heritage experience with Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back, brush back. Do something and roll back, come let me reel. I make a brush back, brush back. Do something and do something.
The Tobago Heritage Festival 2025. This week has the highly anticipated Folk Fiesta on Tuesday, July 15th at the Shore Park Complex from 3 p.m. We Tambourine Story 2, July 16th at the Hope Community Center. Youth Quake, July 17th at the Shore Park Complex. Courtship Codes, July 18th at the Golden Lane Government Primary School. Tobago Old Time Wedding in Mariah, July 19th. And then we head to Mason Hall on Sunday, July 20th for the games we used to play.
Hair goals, we've got 'em. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
Hey, I see girls, I see fun, I see winding up in the sun, I see 10 bottle of rum, DJ start the thing, let me jump. Cause I see girls, I see fun, I see winding up in the sun, I see 10 girls to a man, DJ start the thing, let me rum my shit. When my team touch down, everything get wild. Hey, 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 take out your flag and fling it up, take out something and fling it up, fling it up, fling it up high. Hey, 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 start to jump up and fling it up, take out something and fling it up.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. I know Martha told you this is GMT, but it is not. In fact, we continue on with the morning show, and guess where we are? We're outside. And you know, when we're outside, we like to take in the fresh morning air, the breakfast smelling really nice in the background, and all sorts of things are happening here in studio. We are at La Vida by let me get the correct name, by Keota Resorts. Yes. And we're having a wonderful, wonderful time this morning. And guess what? We're switching gears a little bit. As you are aware, Tobago Heritage Festival, which is a staple on the island of Tobago for many years. In fact, before we came back, we were talking about our participation in the event. And I remember being a part of some of the festivities when I was a teenager. So you can imagine how long Tobago Heritage Festival has been on the island of Tobago. The pleasure this morning is mine to be speaking to some of the coordinators and the mentors and the people behind the scene. And in fact, we'll also be speaking to one of the personalities this morning. But before we speak to the personality this morning, we have in studio with us Miss Abini Taylor, and she is the marketing and PRO for the Heritage Personality 2025. And we also have Miss Kadisha Kent de Freitas. She is a mentor and a former Miss Tobago Heritage Personality. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Good morning.
A pleasure having you. I want to have it in different languages. Once you're on set, you know.
Por supuesto, buenos días, bonjour.
Good. So we're talking about Tobago Heritage Festival 2025, and we know that it has been around for a very long time. And in fact, it's something that we can be proud of here in Tobago. We encourage people from far and wide to come and experience Tobago through this means. and even those of us who reside here in Tobago who has not been a part of the experience to come along. And we've been doing that every single day on the morning show because we know how rich our culture is. We understand what we have to offer as Tobago, and we kind of want the younger generation to know our story, to know our history, to know names like Gangang, Sierra, and all these different types of things that we have here on the island of Tobago. And so the Miss Personality is, a very important part of the Heritage Festival. And I know that the personality representatives, they are preparing themselves, they're learning about their communities and all these types of things to tell their story. So I want to know a little bit, Ms. Khadija, about your participation as a mentor for the ladies who are preparing themselves.
Well, good morning, Tobago. And truth be told, the opportunity is once in a lifetime, right? So persons have the opportunity, you go through an interview process. And once you are successful in that interview process, you have the opportunity to represent your group, represent your community. And in this preparation, you have the opportunity to learn about communication skills. So they have communication training, have etiquette training. They have the opportunity to learn about their prime sponsor, platinum sponsor, which is First Citizens. And they also have the opportunity to learn about the indigenous innate culture of Tobago. And it also gives them the ability as well to showcase their talent. So it can be, a monologue, they can do dance, they can sing, they can be able to play the instrument as well. Whatever you can do, it must be able to represent your country and your island, and by extension, your group or your community. So truth be told, we just had this spot the monuments that was held on last Saturday, and the delegates did exceptionally well, right? And as made mention before, some of them had the opportunity to represent places like Fort King George, all right, also the mills in Buku, all right, and Gangang Sierra, as you made mention. So it allows them to be educated about Tobago's indigenous heritage. And as a mentor, I am very proud to see my work go and come to fruition, in growing the individuals and seeing them blossom.
And how has your experience as a past representative helped you to mentor the group that is preparing now for their participation in the event?
Yes, well, it's very indicative, as an educator currently in my capacity, and as a mentor, it comes natural, to be able to allow them to be able to have the opportunity to have secondary sources, because they have to be able to read widely, and the opportunity to be able to have prime resources, to be able to have interviews with persons who have walked the path before, and also to be able to meet persons from different walks of life. So the connection that you have made is very integral, all right? And in addition to that, you can also be able to help them to steer them in the right directions, to be able to build their confidence and to be an ambassador for Tobago by extension.
And how confident are you in terms of them being that ambassador, in terms of, interacting with them, teaching them what you already know, holding their hands, exposing them to material, exposing them to Tobago's culture and who we are as a people, where we came from, where we are and where we're going? How confident are you that they are going to represent well?
I'm very confident. To be told, I am a product of Tobago and a product of the Tobago Heritage Festival. To be told, I won a scholarship through the Tobago House of Assembly, and I am currently in the position as a lecturer at the University of Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm very confident. If I can do it, they can do it.
That's
all
right.
So the opportunity is there to take full advantage of. And it's for them to know that right now is their time to shine, and they now have to be intentional in their abilities and their training that they have harnessed over the time.
So the personality show is not just a show. There are opportunities, networking, and so many things coming out of it. And Abini, as the marketing and PRO officer for the personality, what are some of the things you think are actually important for us to highlight and to ensure that people know about the personality show?
Right. Firstly, look at the theme. The theme says moments in time, stories set in stone. Most of the monuments in which these queens are depicted are stone monuments. For example, the Space and Water Wheel and Ruins, the Robinson Crusoe grave, Robinson Crusoe's cave, the Gangang Sierra grave. So this Fort King George, and yes, although they are very popular monuments on the island, this show actually is giving the queens and the audience, by extension, and the populace of Tobago, to know about these key monuments on the island of Tobago. And the fact that this is the theme that we are going for the personality show
it may, in our opinion, will attract a lot of persons because you're going to not just be entertained but informed. It should be an interactive show. It should be a show where, a personality show where you would understand that, wow, Tobago is so rich and diverse. Because when we hear heritage, the first thing we think is probably dance, ballet, or do a monologue or this, but you would actually be so educated on these landmarks on our island.
Do you think that the Tobago Heritage Festival personality can have a caravan? I know the Heritage Festival starts in the July-August vacation period, but do you think that is a conversation you might have where they start before the end of the school term so that the personality members can go into schools and tell their story, get the young children involved?
So I really love that suggestion. Why? Because when you are crowned Miss Heritage Personality, you have a tenure to live by, and that can be part of the role and responsibility of the Miss Heritage Personality to go out into schools and to inform them on the heritage of Tobago, become all cultural ambassadors of this beautiful island which we reside. So I love that suggestion, and it's something we will definitely put forward to our chairperson.
Write your check. Don't forget to write your check.
I must also add that we do have the Junior Heritage Personality.
Yes.
And truth be told, I also won Junior Heritage
I
Personality.
won that one. I won that in 2007. I won that 2008.
Yeah, so I can also speak
Stadium.
of the fact that we have that integrated in the preschool, in the primary school, secondary school, and then you have the opportunity now to be able to go on to tertiary from your experiences.
Yes. Absolutely amazing.
It's generational growth. You know,
absolutely amazing stuff. And you know, staying with marketing a little bit, how do you think the audience, the Tobago audience, because I know there are new elements to the Heritage Festival personality. So talk a little bit about the new elements and how do you think the audience will interact with what is new? Because you know, sometimes the older folks or people in general, change, there's a little resistance to change. But how have you been seeing the feedback in terms of we're doing something a little bit different this year?
Right. So behind the scenes, first the difference is the mentorship program. Having past queens be paired with current personality, well, who are vying for the crown, to work with them, guide them. This would actually help alleviate, for example, if you have anxieties and you're lost as to what to do, etc. And I believe the energy in which we are putting into that and how we are marketing the show by, for example, we actually take a twist that's different. That twist is with monuments, these landmarks. But I know about the Nylon Pool. What more can I know about the Nylon Pool? Gangang Sarah, who is that? So the theme in which we would have taken, I think that route would have attracted a lot of photos because I will be on the ground on social media and I've seen people like, where the queens and them, what is it for us to share? And we've seen sneak peeks, we want to know. And that, to me, that is showing that persons are seeking interest because it's really interesting the topic which we would have chosen. So I think that is one of the key things that is attracting persons so far to the show. And you know, there's always, to me, there's always like an age group that will be attracted to the personality show. Might be the young person, they want to come out and support their friends, the dance groups, parents, family, loved ones. So I believe it's a theme that we would have chosen is definitely attracting persons to the show.
And I know that the event could not be possible without a few sponsors.
Oh, I just say that it's a big bad sponsor for over 20 years. First Citizens Bank, and they are definitely godsend because even the persons who are assigned to the the personality show, I would tell you they are so cooperative, they are so kind, they steward well, they lead well, and I will definitely say First Citizens Bank doing this for the Tobago Heritage Personality. Oh my, I wish I could go on for the next 100 years. They have been sponsors for over 20 years.
And you know, I want to pick up on something you just said. You corrected yourself when you said queens and you said personality. Yes. And I want you to differentiate. And I want you to tell us why it is important that people understand it's not a queen show, but it's a personality show.
Because in my opinion, and I know my colleague here will also share hers, my opinion, a queen show is just like a beauty show, like a beauty pageant or so. But when you talk about personality, there are different areas. We're talking about, you know, the photogenic, we're talking about congeniality, we're talking about how you represent whatever you are given to be represented. We train you before. There are so many workshops, how you do your makeup, how you talk, how you walk, etiquette. So all of these things encompass becoming a personality representing the cultural aspect of Tobago. So and I also corrected myself because there there were some years where it wasn't only females. Males also represented different cultural groups and villages. So that's why I also corrected myself, because it was Mr. and Miss Heritage personality. So that's why I also corrected myself.
So tell us, when is the event taking place?
It is next Friday, July the 25th at 8 p.m. at the Shore Park Cultural Complex. Come out and support your friends, your family members, and support Tobago. This is not something we can do on our own. We need to band together as a populace of Tobago to support everything that represents Tobago. Nothing beats island pride. And that's how I feel in my core, because heritage is we. This are we own. This are we own. Time longer than twine. Yes, we know, but that all the things that make us proud to be Tobagonians. Man, come and see it on the night, man. That's how I feel.
I love it. I love it. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Tobago Heritage Festival, specifically the personality competition, and it's going to be taking place next week, Friday, at the Shore Park Complex. So come one, come all. Bring a posse, bring a friend, bring a neighbor, bring a cousin who's coming across from Trinidad for the vacation period. Bring the person who messaging you on the phone and say, let me go. Let us go and support our own taking place this next week, Friday, rather. And it is hosted by the Tobago House of Assembly, Tobago Festivals Commission, and of course we have so many sponsors on board, including First Citizens Bank. Remember, we are on the outside this morning. We are at La Vida this morning, taking in the ambience, might I say. And I'm telling you, the kitchen is smelling amazing. If you want to come down for breakfast, whether you want to have lunch, dinner, and after work lime. And listen, every last Friday of the month, there is live entertainment taking place right here. So you want to be a part of what is happening here at La Vida. In the meantime, we have to go for a short break because I want to continue smelling the nice food and my belly kind of going for the breakfast. So we're going to go for a short break while I sip on some coffee and perhaps take a quick little bite before we return. But in the meantime, help us to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high quality innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but I the children, cousin Tofina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me pick me them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trace Springer down by the place down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trace Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. As I mentioned before, we are on the outside. We are at La Vida on Shervan Road. Remember, you can come here for breakfast, lunch, dinner, after work time, and every last Friday there is live entertainment. All right, we continue the conversation. As you are aware, we're talking about Tobago Heritage Festival, and we're talking about the Miss Personality competition, which takes place next week Friday. And I have with me Miss Kadisha Kendi-Freitas. She is a mentor and a former Miss Tobago Heritage Personality. But guess what? I also have on set with me Miss Alyssa Cruikshank Simon, representative for Pembroke Village Council. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right, so you are representing Pembroke Village Council, and we know history has shown us that coming out of Pembroke, and when you hear Pembroke, you're thinking, oh my goodness, you're always sitting on the edge of your seat rather, to see what is happening, what is coming from Pembroke. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, our Lauren Rivet winner was from Pembroke, right? And so tell us, how do you feel now taking on that mantle to represent Pembroke, knowing the history of the culture, the richness of the culture that comes from Pembroke?
I feel truly excited and honored, especially because, not to boast or brag, but my great-grandmother was Imelda Cruikshank, one of the pioneers of heritage for Tobago. So it definitely is a strong mantle placed on my shoulders. However, I believe growing up around the culture, around the people, in the streets of Pembroke, I think that I'm ready for this.
Right. And in terms of, your involvement from a child, I suppose, coming up in the community, seeing what our culture is like and how your community is represented, what is the preparation like for you in terms of ensuring that you really execute a good representation of your community?
Well, as we know, Pembroke have a certain standard when it comes to heritage. So definitely, because of the team that I have, mostly Pembroke people, I feel as if a lot of preparation is being placed within, especially the talent, the gown, making sure I portray Pembroke, not just the streets, not just the people, but the culture, especially things like the Salaka Feast that my grandmother was a pioneer of.
And how has it been in terms of the support? Because I know the people of Pembroke, you see the response I'm getting here. What is the support like coming out from your community?
Excellent. They are always sending well wishes. Like I said, my team is from Pembroke. My family, so of course I have that family always cheering me on, giving me words of inspiration and letting me know that I could do this.
Right.
I feel really prepared, and I feel like I have a lot of amazing support coming out of the streets of Pembroke.
And Kadisha, being a part of the mentorship program, being around the personalities, what are some of the things that you are seeing from the representatives from each community and also our representative here from Pembroke? What are some of the things you are seeing coming out from these young ladies?
Well, truth be told, having the opportunity to work so closely with the queens, it allows us the opportunity to be able to measure their growth. So I can definitely say, from Alyssa's perspective, I can see that her confidence has grown tremendously. Her ability to be able to come here today and articulate in front of thousands of persons who are viewing live, that is a milestone achievement in itself. Young people, we now have to be remembered that we are the leaders of tomorrow. So being able to allow them avenues to be able to express themselves and also to learn about the indigenous history of Tobago, it allows them to be able to grow intellectually and also socially, right? So I must say that, it's an opportunity that allows you and prepares you for life, all right? And this is one that they would remember for a lifetime.
That's right, that's right. And for you, Alyssa, what are some of the things you learned about yourself while you are preparing for this? Because I know there will be challenges, there might be disappointments, there might be highs, and there will be lows. So what are some of the things you learned about yourself as you prepare to participate in this event?
Well, part of this event is that we were allowed to participate in a lot of workshops. So we did like the makeup. That was interesting. But one that I really enjoyed was public speaking. Like she said, it definitely helped my confidence, my ability to speak in front of a crowd. It definitely was one of the things that I was struggling with at the beginning of this experience. But now it's definitely been a lot of help in going forward. And it's definitely something that I can use in my day-to-day living.
Right. And what is the experience like, your preparation, together with meeting with the other participants, the other persons who are competing for the title? What is the relationship like? Because I know a lot of people feel as if when it's competition time, then we're all in our own corner, we're doing our own thing. But I have heard from different past years that the competitors actually form bonds. Is that the same experience you're having?
Same experience. We are like really close friends, sisters, and I think it's because all of us are in the same experience. We are all fighting for the same thing. We understand each other's struggles. We always cracking jokes, having fun, dancing, enjoying each other's company. I would say that even after this competition has ended, these girls, delegates, queens, all of us will definitely be friends after.
All right. And what is that thing you are looking forward to the most? And I know most people say winning, of course, but what is the thing you want to take away from this competition?
Everything. I would like to take away everything. Because at the beginning of the competition, it was moving at kind of a slower pace. And then almost immediately it picked up speed really fast. I mean, it's next week Friday. So I definitely just want to enjoy every experience that we have in before it ends and take as much as I could, especially the public speaking.
Well, I'm happy that you like that. Being a communication specialist myself, spot on there for that answer. And Khadijah, in terms of you as well as a mentor, what are some of the things you are looking forward to that the ladies can walk away with, not just in their preparation for the event, because they keep saying it's a lifetime experience for them to take something away. What do you want them to walk away with? Whether they win, whether they come second to last, wherever they place, what do you want them to walk away with that they will take for the rest of their lives?
Well, truth be told, it's definitely one of our responsibilities to ensure that the delegates understand that they have a responsibility to be a cultural ambassador for their community. So that is one of the important fundamental things that they must walk away with. That when they go back to their groups, when they go back to their community, they can be able to easily explain all the different iconic monuments in their site, in their space, in Tobago, and do it flawlessly. In addition to that, that would add to their knowledge that they have been able to build on in school, the theory. Now the practical side is also being added to that. In addition to that, I would definitely want them to walk away with the fact that they are queens in their own right. Keep their head up high and remember that they represent, now they are part of a brand. They are part of a whole community of women who have forged that stage and walked those steps to allow them now to be able to walk flawlessly into this whole new, ability to say, I was a past heritage queen and I did it well and I did it to the best of my ability. So this is something that, as I said, it will stay with them for a lifetime. They will never forget this experience. And Tobago is such a beautiful, warm space that they also have the opportunity to do a social bonding event together. So they had the opportunity, for example, in my year, we had the opportunity to go to Little Tobago, and that allows them to be able to bond together nicely and to be able to network, because each person has their own talent and, God-given ability to shine. So once you network properly, you can be able to build a beautiful, something that would help you in the future. So if you go into education, you can lean on somebody who is in, for example, the music industry. Each person can be able to help one to grow And that is what we are doing as a sisterhood, as a collective today.
Wow, that's a lot, you know, right? And you know, that is exactly what we want. And I like in the earlier segment where we spoke about the difference between a queen and a personality, whereas you can benefit, your personal self can come out. You have an opportunity to show who you are as an individual, as you represent your community or the organization that you're coming from as well. And you know, as the show is coming on next Friday, this is your opportunity, Alyssa, to encourage Toot Moon, Toot Bagay, everybody to come out to support all 7 of you girls as you strut your stuff. And when I say your stuff, I mean your abilities, I mean your talents, I mean your gift, I mean your personality on that stage, selling Tobago to Tobagonians and to persons here who are on the island as visitors, as tourists, people who will be looking far and wide on all the live streams or all the playbacks.
Yeah.
Give them an invitation or to come on, make sure that they're a part of the personality competition.
I'll you mark the date and answer the call. July 25th at Shore Park. Come one, come all. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and adieu. We hope to see all of you.
What more do you want, ladies and gentlemen? Let's put our hands together, of course. Miss Heritage Personality takes place next week, Friday, at the Shore Park Complex. And you do want to come, I'm telling you. The Heritage Festival has been on the island of Tobago for many, many, many years. In fact, they have been celebrating the stalwarts this year. And so that's to tell you how long when you hear some of the names. And so you want to be a part of this iconic event. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. So come on, come all, and we'll see you all there. Well, this is where we end the morning show this morning. We're so happy that you stayed with us throughout the entire programming. Whatever you are doing today, be good. And if you can't be good, at least be safe. That's all for now. See you next week.
My name is Giselle Gittins-Peters, and I'm the Vice Chair of the Tobago Regional Health Authority's Internship Program. I am extremely pleased to bring warm greetings and officially welcome you to our year 2025. As part of its corporate social responsibility, the Tobago Regional Health Authority, under the auspices of our Secretary of Health and our Board of Directors, would have taken a decision in 2023 to host our first internship program. This is our 3rd year. You are our 3rd year. You are part of this hat-trick experience that we are calling Internship 2025. Did I mention that we are happy to have you? Yes. Yes, we are.
It is truly an honor to welcome you to the opening ceremony of the Tobago Regional Health Authority's 3rd edition of its internship program for 2025. So interns, congratulations. Today you take the first step not only into the world of work, but also into your own leadership journey. This year's theme, Empowering Our Youth to be Future Leaders, speaks directly to your presence here. You are not just trainees. You are tomorrow's innovators, tomorrow's decision makers, and its change agents.
The theme of this year's internship, Empowering Our Youth to Become Future Leaders, is a true reflection of our commitment at the authority to provide avenues for our youth to be exposed to the dynamic field that is healthcare. We believe that it is our responsibility to broaden public understanding of what healthcare truly entails.
No one is here to hand you an opportunity. Whether you like it or not, life is a competition. You are competing amongst the best of the best to excel in this life. No one's here to feel sorry for you. I'm gonna be point blank with you. You need to excel and go above and beyond for what you want in this life.
Overall, the internship taught me way more than just how to do a job. Because if I be honest with all, I was just studying in the morning. I had to be honest. It gave me real world experience because I was extremely naive as to how the real world was coming out of sixth form. I only did sixth form to honestly get away from the real world. I'll always be thankful for the people that I met in the internship, the lessons I learned, and the memories I made.
It's really, really good being here this morning as we welcome you to this TRHA internship program. Yes, it is something that started a couple years ago, and we did it because we are investing in something that is far bigger than just training. Yeah? We are doing something today that is way bigger than just an orientation. What we're doing right now is investing in the future of healthcare in Tobago. What the Tobago Regional Health Authority is doing right now is investing in every single one of you.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
TRHA commissions $6 million CT scanner. Former gender minister weighs in on gruesome discovery. THA says beaches remain open despite sargassum influx, and the TPS calls for the return of village macos. Good evening, I'm Kristen Salandi. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Thursday, 17th of July, 2025. Now to our top story. The Tobago Regional Health Authority commissioned a brand new CT scanner at the Scarborough General Hospital, marking a significant step forward in the